Welcome, guys, to another episode of This or That, and this is your boy Mekel Kasanova coming at you with another video. And today we're going to be doing This or That with the Xbox One S and the PlayStation 4 Pro, and I'm going to basically be saying which you should get. Now, this is a tough one for me considering I equally play on the PlayStation 4 Pro, the Xbox One S, as well as PC gaming. I'm gonna try and be as fair across the board as possible. Now, if you're gonna go with, if you're gonna go with the Xbox One S, you're gonna be getting a lot of things with this, which is gonna be the 4K Ultra HD out of the box for Netflix, Hulu. If I think does Hulu support 4K? I don't think so. So anyway, scratch that. Netflix, Amazon Prime, and YouTube. As well as if you're going to use Ultra 4K Blu-rays, this is the one you want to go with. Now, as far as the online community, very active on the Xbox One S, and honestly, I believe over this holiday season, the Xbox One has dominated Sony, which is funny because years ago when PlayStation 4 came out, and it's really only because of that E3 reveal of 2013 where Microsoft kind of shot themselves in the foot with the whole online only exclusivity, checking in constantly if you want to play. They fucked themselves over with saying that. But 3 years later, they're the reigning king. They are dominating PlayStation 4. Now, other than that, online play is amazing. A lot of active people in the Xbox community. They have been for the last, I want to say, 13 years. It's been super consistent. Really got nothing bad to say about it. I mean, if you're looking for a stable online community, a lot of perks, a lot of interaction with, Microsoft and you, if you want to be part of the Xbox, the early preview, which I believe before used to be an exclusive thing. Now it's anyone can sign up. I'd go with the Xbox. If you're looking for just raw performance, some games running at 4K, I say go with the PlayStation 4 Pro. What you're going to be getting for it is a lot of games are going to run at 4K resolutions or 2K resolutions natively, versus having just to upscale, like games like Uncharted 4, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Grand Theft Auto. Definitely take advantage of this hardware, and that's just, it's the most powerful console in the market. Now, the questionable thing is if you have 4K Blu-rays, you cannot play it on here. It will not read it, and which is weird because Sony, they have been the pioneer for digital media. That was really the whole reason the DVDs took off back in 2000 was because Sony with the PlayStation 2 had the DVD player built into it. You didn't need dongles or anything else to get it. They were the ones that pioneered the DVD media, optical media, even with CDs. With the original PlayStation, they pioneered there. With the PlayStation 3, them coming out, they came up with Blu-ray. And they were the driving factor in that, dominating over the HD DVD. Like it blows my mind they did not put a 4K Blu-ray player in this, and this does have it. So if it comes down to you using 4K Ultra HD Blu-rays, Xbox One S is where you're gonna be at versus this. Now, as far as games go, and that's the other segment, it really comes down to what you're looking for. Now, Sony has not been pushing out a lot of original content in gaming as much as Microsoft has. Now, hands down, Microsoft has been kicking Sony's ass when it comes to exclusives. You got Gears of War, Halo, you got Recore, Forza. Like, you haven't even got a Gran Turismo on this yet, or that many racing games in general. But Xbox has that. Primarily, you also need to look at where your friends playing. If they're more so on Sony, or they're more so on Xbox. Now, for me, I have more friends playing on the Xbox than I have on the PlayStation 4. But that's really not a factor to me. But it could be for you. If you want to constantly play with your friends, get to play the Xbox One S. If they're on that. If they're not, then PlayStation 4. It really comes down to what you want. And as I will say, it's really about the content. I feel like the Xbox One has more exclusive titles that are amazing. Halo, Gears of War, Recore, Forza, Killer Instinct. They just have amazing exclusives, and Microsoft is constantly pushing out new IPs. Sony isn't doing that. I mean, they tried with the Order 1881. It was, in my opinion, it was good. It was a Gears of War ripoff, but I thought it was good. The media didn't. They universally panned it, And I think the other game they came out with was the Until Dawn, which didn't take off like they thought it would, which I thought, again, it was an amazing game, but it just didn't take off. And then the other one would be Street Fighter V, which was exclusive console-wise to PlayStation 4, which has not really been, it really didn't take off the way it should. Again, I love it, but the masses say no. And it's also because it came out pretty incomplete, so that's another factor. It really also comes down to what your genre is. If you're a fighting game fanatic, there are fighting games on the Xbox One. You got Killer Instinct, you got BlazBlue, you got Dead or Alive, but you really don't have a whole lot of fighting games on here, which is kind of sad. I don't understand why. You have a lot more on the PlayStation. You got Street Fighter, King of Fighters, Guilty Gear, all the niche anime-ish fighting games, and there's a million of them. That I personally don't play, but a lot of people probably will. But if you're a fighting game fanatic, this is going to be the console you're going to go with. When it comes down to shooters, really that's subjective because I can't say one is better than the other. This is not like the original Xbox and the original PlayStation 2, where if you're a shooting fan, you went with the Xbox. If you weren't, you went with this. RPGs, that's actually another thing. RPGs are definitely going to be PlayStation 4. They just have more. Like I said, Japanese developers gravitate toward Japanese console hardware. So something they're more familiar with, and they're just, in Japan, Xbox is not top notch. Microsoft has struggled for the last, I don't know how long, since 02 or 01 when the Xbox came out. They're not really penetrating that market because the Japanese market and Western market are just entirely different. So if you're looking for RPGs and fighters, it's really not here. It's going to be here. So it really just comes down to, what do you want? What are your friends playing? What do you think would be the better deal? I have both because I'm a gamer. I don't care about platform. I don't care about who's playing what. I just love games. So I've got Sony, Microsoft, I got PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, and I got PC. Really comes down to what it is you want to play. So, as far as this or that duel, I'm gonna call it this or that duel, the face-off between the Xbox One S and PlayStation 4 Pro, it really comes down to what you're looking to do with it. If you like using Blu-ray HD, the 4K Blu-ray HDs, then you're going to want to go with this, as this does not support it. Otherwise, again, your personal opinion. I can't really pick one over the other. I have both. So, yeah. So you guys go ahead, post your comments below, tell me what you think. If you like this video, please hit that like button, give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe, because every time you guys subscribe, it definitely helps our channel. And then tell me what you think down below. If you didn't like it, go ahead and drop a thumbs down. Tell me what you didn't like about it, but please be professional about it. Don't be a dick about it. too much negativity on the internet, and this channel is not about negativity. Anyway, this is your boy Mekel Kasanova with another Just a Dad episode, and it's been a pleasure as always. So thank you guys for watching. Deuces while your boy is out. This is Mekel Kasanova signing off. Have a good one. #salute.